lot of struts and springs being broken, results of an impact with the potholes.
Pothole problems tonight, the cost to drivers and the plan to fix them. The damage is showing on city streets, highways, and on cars and trucks after hitting all of those potholes. And while the city says that this year isn't as bad as last, drivers say it's still bad. RTV6 reporter Chris Prophet is live in Fishers tonight after driving the cratered streets of Indianapolis. Chris.
Todd, Fishers like Indianapolis wants you to report these potholes because that's how many of them get patched. But by the time you actually see one of these, it's usually too late and it can be very expensive. This is 54th Street on the north side, but it could be almost anywhere. Potholes so deep that drivers have to swerve to miss them. And this is the typical reaction to these cratered streets.
I think it's deplorable. It's really shameful that the citizens are exposed to this.
And it can be expensive when cars and trucks make impact, from hundreds of dollars to thousands in repairs to tires, rims, and suspension parts.
We change a lot of struts, springs, control arms, sway bar links, all the suspension and steering components just taking a huge impact.
The Indianapolis Department of Public Works is in charge of repairing city streets, and officials said that despite what you see, last year was worse. 7,500 fewer potholes reported than this time last year. While that won't make drivers feel better, 10 to 15 crews are working 5 days a week to patch roads, and there is help for those in need of complete resurfacing.
That's why, in addition to having our crews out patching potholes, we're going to be doing more than $34 million worth of street resurfacing this year as part of our construction program.
In the short term, the city expects that the pothole problem will worsen with the cycle of freezing and thawing that tears up streets, endangering drivers and costly upon impact. So the best way in Indianapolis and also in Fishers, you can report potholes here, but in Indianapolis, they said the best way to do it is to call the Mayor's Action Center. You can also do it online, but there's also an app called Request Indy that I downloaded a short time ago. You can report the location of that pothole. You can take a photograph of it and then send it right into the city. Reporting live in Fishers, Chris Prophet, RTV6.
All right, a one-stop shop. Chris, thank you. And here's a look at the City of Indianapolis's online pothole viewer. Every red dot you see, more than 2,300 of them represents a pothole, but there could be even more the city doesn't know about. You can alert city officials by calling the Mayor's Action Center at that number on your screen, or do as Chris just said. You can also use the Request Indy app on your smartphone.